Right now, we are standing next to a legend. Can you tell everybody your name, sir?
Kool Moe Dee.
Man, what have you been up to lately, man? Last time I seen you was hosting a talk show, man. You was slamming them.
That's exactly where I'm at, man. We right now working the deal out, working the kinks out, Universal Television, and trying to take it mainstream in a minute. Panels that we just had, like the panels we just had, and just taking the intellectual side of hip-hop to the next level, man. We don't get to see enough of that. And actually, believe it or not, simultaneously, I'll be coming with another quote-unquote album / CD / whatever you want to call it.
You gonna put out an album?
New music, absolutely. I have cracked the code on what a 40-plus rapper's supposed to be talking about.
You over 40?
Absolutely.
No doubt. I didn't even know that, man.
Yeah, we keep it raw and keep it real.
Let me ask you this,
yes,
man.
Sir.
You know, and I never got a chance to ask you this, but when you put out your book, I wanted to get the Kool Moe Dee strategies for slicing and dicing a few of the greats. If you had to deal with Big Daddy Kane right now and his one mic, what strategy would you employ?
With Big Daddy Kane, you got to remember he's one of the best punchline lyricists ever. So, and his sense of humor and his wit is impeccable. And I tell people all the time, man, in terms of my like top 5 battlers, if I take myself out of it without question, Big Daddy Kane is definitely like top 3 even. In terms of, I put my money on him to win a battle just because he...
Against you?
And most people. And again...
Against you, though?
With me, it would be like Tommy Hearns and Sugar Ray Leonard, man. It's like, woo! It's going to be bloody.
That's what I like about Moe Dee. Moe Dee will never admit defeat.
Well, it's possible, I put it this way.
But is there a strategy that you would take with him, though?
The strategy would be, you would have to be witty and funny. Because if he out-funnies you, no matter how deep you get, it's like you have to have, it's almost like the Kung Fu movies. Gold, wood, fire, earth, water. Gold cuts wood. Wood beats earth. Earth absorbs water. Water puts out fire. Fire melts gold. You gotta figure out what he's doing and try to come with the other side of it. So with Kane, man, you gotta really be on top of your game because, and the reason that I wouldn't, to be honest, battle Kane, KRS-One, Eminem, it's another one, new guy, but definitely come from the battle side. And Kane and KRS in particular, Grandmaster Caz from old school levels is where I'd have to go, and Lauryn Hill's another person just because of her rhyme acumen. The reason that I wouldn't battle is like I'd have to go so deep and I would have to get so personal in order to have a good showing. Right, that it was like, damn, I have too much love and too much respect for him. So those are people that I just couldn't battle, to be honest.
Could you battle Eminem?
Truthfully, I don't have anything against him. It would have to be something personal. I have to dislike him because my respect level for him is so high in terms of what he does on the battle side in particular. So, but again, if you get forced in those situations where you got to battle, then with those guys, man, you better get your punchline together. You better get your one-liners, and you better have your theme together. A lot of people don't know about battles is like a lot of times it's theme because sometimes a guy can out-funny you even though the content isn't there.
Right.
And one of the biggest misnomers, I say, if you listen to the Kool Moe Dee LL battle, and I say, really, battles have to do with what you come away with it. Like, everybody may say, well, the Moe Dee battle, the L's, lower level, black, it's something to remember. And they say, what did L do with him? Star Trek shades? It's not a whole lot to grab on. I said, that's because he's not a battle MC that way. That doesn't mean he's not a great MC, which is why I even did the book, to give people an insight to how I viewed a lot of the MCs and how I said, there's an MC, there's a rapper, and then there's artists. Now, and some of us are the trifecta.
Now, when you put out that book, Melly Mel was #1. Is he still #1 in 2009? Has anybody moved up?
I would actually have to rescore it to be on it and recalibrate it, but I think, he's not going to lose any points because it's just like Muhammad Ali or Sugar Ray Robinson, any of the greats, they fought at their time and they're not going to do no more.
Right.
So their score is set. So the only thing that can happen is the new guys can do more. Like I would give Jay-Z a couple more points because his longevity at the time I wrote the book wasn't as profound as it is now. And now he's done the 10-year. Once you do 10 years, you got a 10.
He's in the club.
That's it. You got 10.
Plus he's 40 now. So
he's 39 turning on 40 is what he's saying, but I think he's actually 42. But those are rumors. Who knows? So at the end of it, man, I just say that really it's about breaking down those guys and showing all those elements because, on the one hand, Dougie Fresh is an MC that isn't known as a lyricist, but I dare 99% of the MCs to try to get on after him. Or try to deal with him because his MC acumen in terms of the live stage thing is so impeccable. And then KRS, the ultimate supreme B-boy. You are not gonna touch KRS in terms of that hip-hop, break beat, rhyming beats and rhymes, like the essence of that kind of hip-hop, not gonna be touched. KRS will not be touched.
So as you get older, you're not able to rhyme as fast. You know, or so they say.
Allegedly, yeah.
Yeah. How do you stay in tip-top shape?
Well, basically, I think a lot of old school artists or classic artists will do themselves a lot of justice. And I talk about this a lot because even in going in the studio and doing things, you got to listen to the younger cats and hear what they're doing. And you got to spar. I take instrumentals of hit records and just, you know, walk around the house and just spar. The lyrics don't have to make sense. Let me just spar with the flows. Let me just see how it play, how I would feel on this record. And I think when you do that, it keeps you in tune. It's almost like staying in the gym, lyrically. And I think what happens is a lot of times the guys get jaded and inundated with one style of rap or one style of rap that's popular, and it's like, I don't really like that, so I don't really listen anymore. I'm never not listening. Double negative, but I'm never gonna not listen to hip hop. So I listen to Lil Wayne, and so no matter what the older cats say,
You like Lil Wayne?
I see where his wit is. You know what I mean? So my thing is like, it's not coming from it the way you came from it. It's coming at a different angle. So I understand where the critique is, but on the other hand, I also understand where all of the fanfare is.
Right.
So I said, you know, for his generation, the way he's doing it, Lil Wayne puts thought into what he does, whether you believe it or not. So it's not gonna be Chuck D. Chuck D's gonna be on a whole nother level of depth and substance, and here it is, and voice or whatever, and Wayne is gonna take it back and do it his way. So everybody has a way of doing it, and I think that was the reason that I wrote the book, to let you know that there was greatness coming from different levels and different angles.